Good morning, good morning. Good to see you all again once more on this Monday morning, this Monday booster. And I hope you are all starting your week very well. Sorry, I am 5 or 6 minutes late. Well, things happen sometimes, and I don't ask myself why me. I say things just happen for a reason. And today, this is what we're going to discuss. Why me? We all asked ourselves this question at one time or another. Yeah? Yes? Raise your hand. Yes? No? I'm sure that each one of us asked it at least at some point. And we didn't have an answer. And we're going through, and it's something that's very, very challenging for us. And today I want to help you turn this question into why not me? I'm going to share with you examples of people who actually went through this and who actually faced this kind of situation, because we actually, all of us face those challenges. Why? Because we experience, we do things in life, right? And if we are not facing, sorry for the movement, I was just fixing this so we can see me properly. And if we don't ask this question, meaning we're not actually going through anything, because living, actually, unfortunately, living means that we're going to face kind of situations like this. Hello, Zoe, how are you? Good to see you join. So, how do we navigate through this? That's what's more important. And first, we need to heal. So when we're in a situation like this and something has happened, a challenging situation, a trauma, maybe some kind of disagreement or a very, very challenging situation, the first thing is that we have to heal from it, right? If we don't heal, we cannot actually see anything or see the light beyond. So how do we heal? First thing I want to to propose to you is to look at other people, look around you for similar people who are going through things like this and who overcame it. I want to give you a very, very simple example of a person actually who had a very challenging life and who knew how to turn it into a good experience. I don't know if you know him, Nick Vujicic. That person is limbless, meaning no hands, no feet. He's called Nick Vujicic, and he's #1 motivational speaker. He got married, and he has a child. Wow. Like, can you imagine yourself going through life with no hands and no feet? And now I'm sure like most of us, we have, because these are very rare cases, we have all our limbs. And yet we feel that life is so unfair and going through things. And you'll tell me, yeah, but what I'm going through is different. Now, he might have had an amazing childhood. He was bullied. He had a very rough childhood. But the thing is that he had amazing supporting parents, which helped him go through this. But nevertheless, or regardless of this, he was able to transform his challenges into actual success stories. He has an amazing, very successful company he called Limitless. And he goes around the world giving those motivational speeches. So look around you for people who encounter these things. I'll give you another example. Do you know that guy, Steve Harvey? Steve Harvey, I've got to know his story. And he actually, at some point in his life, he was living in his car. He had no home. He had nowhere to go. Imagine, he was living in his car. He was homeless. But he didn't lose hope of something. He had a gift. He was funny. And he just kept on trying and contacting. And he finally got a breakthrough because he kept believing that, and he changed his why me to why not me. So he uses his story to motivate others. So other than just being someone who has those amazing shows, make people laugh, or he has many shows, he also is a motivational speaker. And he didn't finish his college degree too. So we go through many things and we ask ourselves every day, why me? Yes, grieving and going through those problems and having some time to actually feel the sad, feeling sad, that's not wrong. I've lost some family members. Yeah, I've went through that. I've experienced something very, very life-changing. I'm sure you've seen it on my social media, which is the car accident. And I was half paralyzed. I changed the why me to why not me, meaning use what I am into as a power, as a source of strength. Another example, another example, but that maybe is not, she didn't go through a lot of things. I present to you Diana Azam. Diana Azam was actually one of my colleagues back at university. And she comes from a very normal Lebanese family. They're not rich, they're normal people, but they're amazing people. She has an amazing support at home. But she had a cause, she believed in something. She didn't ask why I was born in that country or why I was not born in a rich family, or no. She just put her target in front of her and kept trying. Hello, Marwan. Hello, Wael. It's good to see you. And she kept on trying. She kept on pushing forward and learning what she needed to learn until she achieved. And now she's a professor and she works on healing cancer for children. And her work is amazing. I invite you to learn more about her. So again, she transformed her why me to why not me. Okay. Other examples. I'm sure you've heard, probably yes, probably no, of her, Malala. Many of us have heard of her. Sorry, here maybe it's inverted. And Malala is from Pakistan, and she's been shot at many times. Imagine being shot at. So I'm trying to give you all sorts of issues in life and to show you how different people have actually transformed them. And she wasn't in a rich family to say that her parents supported her. She was from Pakistan, she was poor, but she had a voice. And she spoke about what she went through. And she voiced everything. And being shot at actually brought more light on her. And she was even able to transmit louder her voice. Back then, they didn't have the internet, probably. She's in a place where so we are more blessed, actually, because we have the internet. You are able now to watch this because you have access to the internet. So you are starting at a much better place. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to say why me. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to grieve or to be upset or to feel sadness. But what we shouldn't do is stay there. How to transform this why me to why not me? I'll give you a third thing that we can do. Every time you wake up, and I've been practicing this and it works. Every time you wake up, think of 5 things you're being thankful for. 5 things, just 5. And I'm going to list you at least 10 to see that if you dig deep, you can find. Thank you for my ability to see. Thank you for my ability to speak. Thank you probably to the access of the internet. Thank you for having my 4 limbs. Thank you for being able to walk. Thank you for having food on the table. Thank you for being under a roof. Thank you for, so what am I? I'm at my 6th. Thank you for having parents. Thank you for the friends I have in my life. Thank you for the couch I can sit on, the TV I can watch. If you really start to think very deeply the things you can be thankful for, the list does not stop. And don't just list them, because the mind can only think of 6 things at the same time. So you reach 6 and then you're blocked. Okay, I only have 6. No, you have more. So start writing them down. Forget what the first 6, and you start listing more and more. That's how our brain functions. Remember, I'm a brain trainer. Okay, so you listed those. Maybe you stopped at 3 or 4. Your brain is very busy with many things. Write them down. Forget about them. You'll think of new ones. Every single day when you wake up, start writing those things I am grateful for. So that's the third thing that can help me overcome being stuck at the why me and transforming it into why not me. Because how does this say being grateful help us? When you are grateful, then you start thinking that everything happens for a reason. I've become an expert with this. Everything happens for a reason. And just let me guard you against this. Even the everything happens for a reason. Hi, Nimkan. I'm fine. How are you? Thank you for joining in. Even the everything happens for a reason can be dangerous. Why? Because everything happens for a reason. It can be happening for the good reason or for the bad reason. It depends on how your mind is tuned, what your mind is projecting. Remember, for those who love physics, who've heard it, every action in life, there's a reaction of same strength, but opposite direction. If you offer life, or you present to life, or you throw to life negativity, you'll get bad things, negative things. But if you start thinking positive, no matter how hard this is, you can start with something very simple. Today is going to be a good day. Thank you, Nimkan. You can say, today is going to be a good day. As simple as that. And trust me, if you say it with all your heart, not just, okay, I'm going to see what it works. I want to test it, or I want to prove Lara that she's wrong. No, you have to say it with all your heart. Today is going to be a great day. And you start seeing great things happening because you started with a positive outlook. Okay? So remember, everything happens for a reason. Why me? Why not me? Because what's happening to me is something that will help me for my next step. Let me give you an example. Another example. I don't know if you've heard of him. He is Matthew McConaughey. Okay, sorry, I have two cameras. Matthew McConaughey. So he is an actor, very famous actor, but he didn't have it easy. And he's comes from a family where the parents went through divorce twice and remarried 3 times, and where they don't know how to communicate with each other except by fighting and by screaming. And he's the youngest of 3 boys. So he didn't have it very easy. How come? How come he became an actor and he has a book? Because he changed the why me into why not me. He decided not to let this stop him, but use it to strengthen him. And how can we do this? Number one, I repeat my 4 things. Number one, look around us for successful people. And don't be overwhelmed by their success. Because like the iceberg, we can see the tip. It's an amazing iceberg. But under this iceberg, there's actually, it's very deep. It's very, very deep. So behind every success, there has actually been a lot of challenges, a lot of rocks to climb, a lot of walls to break through. And the same for me. I'm not today full of these ideas to share with you. Just like, well, I woke up one day and yes, I started sharing. No, I had to go through many things. I learned my lessons. I transformed my why me to why not me. And I'll give you another example, because now on social media there are many situations where it might become toxic. Like now I'm talking here, and some of the comments, like last week, I had a bit of a negative comment, but I didn't take it as a negative comment. Someone said, "Why do you keep talking about yourself?" And I said, I talk about myself because I share my experience to tell you that I'm someone who's been there and who overcame it. But then it struck me, maybe that person is right. Why not give other examples? And that's why today I brought with me so many examples of people doing it. And yes, that person did not connect well with the fact that I always was sharing about my lessons, my experiences. He wanted to see others. Maybe it worked with me. Maybe I was blessed in some way. I know there are many other examples. And that's why today. So that's how one thing I transformed it. Instead of saying, why me? They're attacking me. They don't want me to succeed. No. I just used it to grow, actually, to grow my message, to become more impactful, because that's my purpose. That's my calling. I want to help you overcome your blocks the same way I did, the same way he did, and the same way all of those did. And I'm bringing you people that were not starting from a very successful family, not because they were rich, not because all of them, they had supportive families, supportive parents. Some of them did not. Today in the morning, remember from last week, connect and keep connecting. I was connecting with one of my colleagues, and I learned from her about a family, about a child that she was teaching. And that child, no names, because there's privacy, and there's respect, no judgment. So that child did not have family, did not have parents. His parents died when he was just 15 years old. So one of you now listening might be that person. However, he did not suffer for some time. Yes, of course, losing parents is something very big, very huge. It's backbreaking. I understand, but if we shouldn't, we don't have to stop there. We don't have to suffer all our life from there. We can transform this into why not me? I suffered this. I went through this. Fine, but I'm stronger than this. I'm gonna use it. So that boy, instead of going down the drain, he decided to pick himself back up and to actually man up and be up to the responsibility. And he started learning how to cook by himself, how to manage his finances. He was still living with his aunt. He still had someone, of course, but he was on his own. And that's how one person here from the north, from my community, actually transformed the why me to why not me. So look around you for successful people. They didn't have it easy. Ask them, because you might best connect to the people just around you, maybe not with me through those cameras. Yes, we all need, remember, connect. We all need people that are more like us, closer to us, so that we can feel that we can connect more with them. I do understand. I try my best, but I know that you need someone closer. So ask those successful people, how did they do it? What did they have to go through? And what helped them? Okay, that's number one. Number two, think how you can use what happened to you and not why is it happening to me. When we start questioning why is it happening to me, then we're lost. When you start saying, why me? Why do I have to suffer? Why not? Let me transform this. I'll give you the story of Najib. Najib, his parents, they were in continuous conflict, and his father made very bad choices, and he was brutal. What did he learn? He learned what not to be as a father, and he learned how to take very good, sound financial decisions. I'll give you my example. I went through an accident. I was half paralyzed, but will and faith and transforming this why me to why not me gave me the strength and the will and the power to get back on my feet and to be today in front of you, to share those experiences and to tell you it is possible. It's not the end. Thank you for following me. I love this. Please click that button, follow me, and I promise to give you very, very important and amazing advice. So that's number two. Number three, start your day with gratitude. Always. You can't find something to be thankful for? Well, you should be thankful that you have this device you're connecting through. That's number one. You have ears that you can hear through. Some don't have. You have eyes you're looking with. You have hands to hold this device and to interact. Probably you're typing now, right? So think of 5 things you think every single day. And if you dig deep, write those you thought of. And the next day, try to think of new ones. And trust me, you will be surprised by the amazing things and the so many things that you actually can be thankful for. And start your day by saying, today is going to be a great day. No matter how much I'm suffering, no matter how hard it is, but I'm sure today is going to be a great day. And even if just one thing is different, is better, it was actually a great day. For someone who's having a very, very bad day, something positive, maybe a smile from someone, actually, you'll start seeing people all smiling. If you go out and try it, well, I don't want you to try it because it's a bit negative. It will build on the negativity. But if you go out of the house with this gloomy face and like everything's so bad happening around me, you start only noticing people being grumpy and being toxic or being negative. But once you go out of the house and yes, today is going to be a great day, all of a sudden you don't see those people, because like attracts like. If you give, remember, action, reaction. If you give positive, life will throw back positive things. So go out with a smile, and today is going to be a great day, no matter how hard it is. It won't be harder than someone that doesn't have legs or hands. It won't be harder than someone who's living in a car. It won't be harder than someone who woke up on a wheelchair. No, it is possible. Just trust me and try it. Hi, Jihan. Hi, Ram. Please follow me. I will always have great advice for you. Number 4. So 3, look around you. Ask those who are successful around you. That I'm sure they will have great advice for you. Number 2, think how I can use what I'm going through to learn, to become better, to improve, to achieve. Number 3, gratitude does wonders. Start your day with gratitude, and start today by saying it's going to be a great day. And number 4, believe and trust that everything happens for a reason, the bad and the good. Hello, Nasri. The bad, because I'm thinking negatively, or because, we're living, we're human beings, things happen. We cannot control everything that's happening around us. So that bad thing that's happening, maybe an explosion, maybe I'm in a place where there is conflict. Let me see, what is this conflict teaching me? Maybe I am going to be the next Nobel Prize winner of peace. You never know. The only limit is the limit you put to yourself. Okay? So everything happens for a reason, the good and the bad. The good, wow, something is amazing happening to me. Let me see how I can compound this. How can I make it even much more impactful or greater? If it's something not good, then how can I use this? And think, is it me who attracted this negative thing? Then I need to change my thinking. I'll give you a very simple example that once I met actually one person like this. Oh, I never win anything. I'm so unlucky. I'm very bad at winning lottery or whatever. I told him, how many times have you purchased or have you tried? He said, well, once I tried and it never worked. Well, oh, that's luck. That's called luck. Trying one time, definitely, you run the risk of not being able to win anything. But you cannot generalize it. I never win. When you've tried every single day, for example, or you've tried so many times and you're still not winning, but I'm sure that won't happen. I tried it for some time. I've purchased those scratch cards, and I ended up winning, actually. Not big wins, probably because I wasn't trusting that I could really actually win something big, but I won. So I cannot say that I will never win. You have to try. If you're not trying, then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? We're not trying, we will never get anything. But if we try, yes, more possible than not, we will start getting things and we start achieving. Hello, Khaled. Great to see you. So if you're saying I'm not meeting good people, probably because you're not being a good person to other people. So start with yourself. You want to attract good things, positive things, be positive. You want people to start smiling at you, start smiling. It's not like, yeah, when I receive, I will start. It doesn't work this way. Start yourself and you will start receiving. Trust me, it happens. It happened and it will happen. Okay, so let's wrap up together. I've been half an hour here and I always promised you to be very short, very concise with a lot of things to deliver. So number 1, why me? No, let's ask why not me. And to learn how to ask why not me, let's look at successful people. Success doesn't come very easy. Doesn't come easy at all. All the successful people, trust me, they've had it hard. They've had it hard. Because to succeed, you have to become the person able to succeed. And to become that person, you have to go through trial. You have to be tried. You have to groom yourself. So ask those around you, how did they do it? Number 2, think of how I can use what's happening to me for the betterment, for me to become a better person, better achiever, not fail next time. So it's a lesson. Number 3, start your day with gratitude. When you start by saying thank you for anything that I have, then I'm going to have a great day amazing thing can start happening. And trust me, I'm talking about from experience and from other people's experiences. And number four, remember, everything happens for a reason, the good one and the bad one. So if it's happening for the bad reason, then maybe I should reconsider how I'm thinking about things. How am I interacting with things? The good things, if you start putting out positiveness will come back to you. Start being a good person. Start helping others. Start, if you haven't yet, start putting out all you know. Try to be someone helpful. Try to give money if you're someone who has money. Okay, and when you do that, you'll start receiving return and many folds. Okay, so those are the four things for this week. And like last week, every day I'm going to, in this very short reel, share how I am actually doing those things and trying those things. And I hope you will too. So on Friday, when we meet, we can share our experiences. Yeah? So learn, keep learning. That's the best way you can develop and experience what you're learning, because knowledge alone is not enough. And when you experience, you achieve something. And when you achieve something, you develop into a better person, into a more able person, into someone more impactful. And this is why I love to lead. I love to learn, experience, achieve, and develop. And I'm so proud of you. Thank you for following me. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you on Friday, same time. Don't forget. Bye bye.